Hey toy fans, today we're going to check out the Power of the Force release of Grand Moff Tarkin. So let's head over to that table and check them out. And here is a look at the original release of Grand Moff Tarkin on the Power of the Force 2 card. And I say original release because what we're looking at here came out in 97, I believe. And then I think it was 98 where the figure was released on the freeze frame cards. Still within the Power of the Force line. As noted by the sticker on front of the window there, the bubble. Never before offered in any Kenner collection. So yes, this is the first time that Grand Moff Tarkin received a carded release as an action figure. On the left side, you got a holo sticker on this green card, and that was when the line started to switch over from orange cards to green cards. A few of the orange cards started to get holo stickers, and then some of these green cards got holo stickers, and they were also found on the store shelves without the stickers, but it's kind of really no big deal because the stickers peeled off quite easily. Taking a look at the back side of the card, on the upper half you have a little bit of a bio information about Tarkin and what he's got going on at the time in this movie. And then the bottom half of the card is all the other figures and vehicles that were available at the time. And I just want to take a moment to make note of this little number here down at the bottom. As you can see, this is 0.01. The cards through this line, I don't know, went on for a few years, but 0.00 meant it was original release. 0.01 was then alteration was made to something, and in this case the 0.00 was the collection 2 card, and this 0.01 the change was changing from collection 2 to collection 3. Now, taking a look at the figure out of the packaging, for the most part it's a decent figure. You got to remember at the time, especially when the line came out in 95, the figures were very muscular, and then as the years went on the figures started to slim down a bit, and so what we're getting in here is these obviously still in that a bit of a muscular pose. He's got that wide stance with the legs and such. As we go in and take a closer look at the head sculpt, the first thing I'm going to say, especially as the figure starts to turn around, is I don't know what's going on with the little gray painting on the top and side of his head. I took a closer look at the one that I still have on the card. Everything looks fine with his hair painting in there. This one just seems to have a few extra gray spots, silver spots painted in there. I think the likeness for Peter Cushing is pretty darn close. You definitely can tell those cheekbones are sticking out. Great job on the hairline. I will say though that he does appear to look a little younger. His face looks pretty smooth. Not that wrinkly look, but maybe for the time that was, I'm guessing, maybe a little difficult to do in the sculpting of the figure, but honestly, I have no clue. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Taking a look at that neck area though, especially more in terms of the uniform, that is one wide collar he's got going on there. Certainly his collar should be resting right along the skin of his neck, and in this case it just isn't. But aside from that, I think the uniform looks great. You got a little silver painted in on each side of his chest for his code sticks. His officer emblem looks pretty good through there too. I think the painting is pretty nice and tight. Maybe just a little bit of run, but I mean that's getting pretty nitpicky. Taking a look at the waist area for the belt application, the paint application through there. Again, I think that looks fantastic. But as we're hanging on this shot, the other thing I will say is hands look comedically large. They just don't look at all in proportion to the rest of the figure to me. But aside from that, the rest of the figure waist down does look very nice. I think there's some good detailing in the molding of the pants. And his boots do have that nice black shine to it. Now he does come with 2 accessories, and you're going to have to forgive me because I only have them on the bubble here in the packaging. I did not know I would be doing YouTube reviews, and my weapons are packed away behind all of those tubs. I can't quite get to them. So we're going to stick right here with what I can do. So taking a look at the weapons he comes with, he does have a Stormtrooper blaster, and then also a little like sidearm pistol. Neither of which he used in the movie. But you do get 2 for some added playability. Each of them do have nice detailing to it. Just plain black plastic. No special weathering or paint application like that to it. And since that's the best look I can give you, we're just going to move along. Taking a look at the articulation for this figure. That head does spin around very nicely as it should. Your arms do go up and down at the shoulders. No other articulation through there. You do have some waist movement. Mine's a little tight, but he does go. And then those legs do go forward and back. No problems at all. And so there it is, the first release of a 3 3/4 inch carded Grand Moff Tarkin figure. I remember that was a pretty big deal when this figure came out, and as it should have been. I mean, it's quite surprising that he never got a release in the vintage line in the first place. And aside from the oddly large hands, I still love the figure. Alright, so that wraps up this look at Grand Moff Tarkin. Let me know your thoughts on this figure in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.